Good morning, good morning, Leland. Happy Wednesday, April 15th, everybody, on this snowy April morning. Um, Today, I'd like to introduce first grader Nanny Patch, who is going to lead us through our night version of the pledge today. Give me a second here, pull Nanny up. All right, there she is.
Action.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
Awesome job. Thank you, Nanny. And also thanks to the Patch family for that wonderful light display there with the flag and the heart. I love it. That's awesome. Okay, like I said, today is Wednesday, April 15th. Couple of things today, our national days today. First one is today is National Glazed Spiral Ham Day. So maybe you're going to eat some spiraled ham for dinner this evening. And then also it's National Titanic Remembrance Day. On this day in 1912, early in the morning, the Titanic sank. So it's a day to remember the people that were a part of that tragic event. So National Titanic Remembrance Day today. Also today we have another challenge for you. Yesterday we had the PE challenge from Mr. Harris, and then on Monday we had the Industrial Arts challenge from Mr. Bland. You could still submit and send us, your pictures, tag us in some of those things. We love seeing what you guys are doing out there, so please share it with us. And then today's challenge, I have a music challenge coming from our band and music director, Miss Cameron. So give me a quick second here while I try and pull her up. I was having some difficulties earlier with this, but hopefully I
Hello, Leland peeps. I hope that you are all healthy and happy and listening to music, or maybe even making some music. As you can see, I've got my saxophone here, and I did make some music just this morning. My sister in Florida requested for me to send her something just to help cheer her up. So here's a little something that I played for her. So yeah, growing up in my house, music was a pretty big deal. In fact, my mom went out of her way to say, hey, you can play any instrument you want. Play it as loud as you want, play it as long as you want. And we did. And what was fun is that my mom would go into the living room and turn off her hearing aids, and my dad would turn up the TV. Because she was deaf. So as much as we like to poke fun at her deafness, in all honesty and sincerity, my mom was a real trooper, and she promoted music and the arts. And even though she was deaf, she did play her own instrument. This is my mom in the 1940s. And then in the 1960s, she didn't give up. She played. So what's my point? Is that if my mom can play as a deaf person, anybody can. So if you're sitting there thinking, but I don't have an instrument, I don't have a guitar, I don't have a saxophone, no trumpet, no trombone. Saxophone is the epitome of instruments. That's the only one you really need. But if you don't have that, don't despair. You've got instruments in your cupboard. You can make a garage band out of pots and pans. You can go nuts on it if your mom and dad will let you. But here's the challenge for this week. We're actually going to try and make a water xylophone. Now, a lot of you have seen the xylophone in the music room, but you can make your own out of glasses. You can see what I've done. Okay, we can make music. Pretty easy. So how did I do it? Well, you can see that I've got all the same size glasses, but that doesn't matter. You can have different sizes. But you would have to take your water and kind of mess around with putting your water in all the way to the very top one, and then about half an inch lower, you just start messing with it and try and add or decrease the water as needed. You have to play on it to find exactly the right pitch. So you can add, take away water all you want. But I thought this could be fun too. Let's see if it works. Why not make some art while you're at it? So then you can have a real good time with mixing your colors and making music. We have our green, we have our blue, we have our yellow, attempt at orange. And then red. Ooh, that's full. And let's see if it changes the pitch any. Sounds exactly the same. So here's your challenge. Go make your own water xylophone. And I think Mr. Bickle has another video of me playing on my water glasses. Last week I was playing Stand By Me. See y'all.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Miss Cameron, for sharing those wonderful talents with us this morning, and also that challenge. So go out there and try and build your own water xylophone and try and make a song with it and share it with us today. We'd love to see what kind of songs you can make with your xylophone. All right, couple of other announcements for today. First one that I have. This one really kind of goes to parents, but just a nice little FYI if you weren't aware of this, that typically today is your tax filing deadline. But Treasury Department, the IRS, provided a special tax filing relief for individuals that might be impacted by the COVID-19 outbreak. And tax filing is extended to July 15th. So if you are one of those people that are last minute tax filer like me, it got extended to July 15th. Couple other announcements. Remember on your e-learning that incomplete work is going to start get documented. I've had a couple of questions from parents on, grades getting into teacher aides. How do we know if our kids or if your grade is improving? Myself, Ms. Moore, and our teachers were working on getting back into putting some progress into teacher aides so you can see that. So grades won't necessarily negatively impact you unless you are not doing anything. Then it'll be incomplete work, okay? So remember that, and then you'll have to make that work back up. Book fair. So typically we would be having our book fair in the media center around this time. This year the book fair is going to be coming to your house. Okay, so this year it might look a little bit different. There'll be an online book fair. You can buy books from your home straight from your Chromebook. Okay, we are providing the link to this website that you can go to, so you'll make sure that gets out and about for anybody that's interested. The shop doesn't open for us until the 20th, but I want to get that on everybody's radar that the book fair is going to be an online book fair. We encourage everybody to kind of help us out. Obviously, you want to get some books and stuff at home from Scholastic, but proceeds do help out our media center and our programs there at the school. So any purchase that you make definitely helps us out. So that'll be the 20th, and we'll be making sure that link gets out and about to everybody. It is in our bulletin if you get a copy of that too, okay? Couple other things that I have. I got that. Well, actually, I have something from Miss Niles. So high school students, we're not sure if you're out there as far as the announcement goes. We don't hear from you on our social media. We don't see you posting any of our challenges. So Mrs. Niles has a easy challenge for you just to see if you're getting up and listening to the announcements. Mrs. Niles would like you to just email her or text her that you watched the announcements today, and she says that she will be sending you something amazing. I don't know what that amazing thing is, but I bet it's awesome. So high school students that see the announcements, your challenge is simply to email Miss Niles or text her that you watch the announcements. Okay, so we're trying to get some feedback and making sure people are still paying attention out there. Other than that, I believe those are all of my, yep, I don't have any birthdays today. I'm just doing a birthday scan. Those are all my announcements for today. So you've got your challenge out there for the water xylophone. Also, your other two are still a fair game. We want to see all those things, but the water xylophone challenge is for today. You know, we love to see what you guys are doing out there. Okay. So on that note, that's all I have for today. I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember that excellence has no finish line.